Now it's
Check,
like
check.
D1
Check,
dudes.
check.
They're built differently.
All right, we ready to go?
Yeah,
I'm
let's
start
do it.
this one. We're just gonna keep this right here.
Okay.
It should pick things up.
It picks everything up.
We're good to go.
We're rolling.
Introduce it, like if the audio is good, we'll play it on the show too. So introduce it like a segment.
All right, we are joined right now by third-year tackle Alex Palczewski out of Mount Prospect, Illinois. By the way, Alex, let's start here. Mount Prospect, Illinois. What was your most famous film moment as a community? Do you know?
I don't.
The Bluesmobile and the Blues Brothers was a decommissioned Mount Prospect police cruiser.
I did not know that. I know it. I've always seen it driving around. I never knew the connection.
There you go, a little piece of trivia for you. It has scamods in it. Anyway, Alex, by the way, you played at Illinois.
Yep.
I'm an Illinois graduate, as is our friend, Jeff Legwald. You played for both Lovey and Bielema, correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay, tell me about Brett Bielema. He was a D-line guy, a linebackers guy. You played offensive line for Brett Bielema. But what was it like to play for a guy that just knew every nuance of what happens in the trenches?
It was fantastic. I mean, just to see the difference when he came in, all the stuff that he would just teach us was, night and day. I mean, and the people that he would bring in, and just kind of, it's cool to see how similar it is now over there at Illinois as it is in the NFL. Just going about your job and seeing how much more you can do, and just honing in on technique. He's done an unbelievable job.
Yeah, Illini football is actually good now for a change, and I really appreciate it. By the way, you were in college over the course of COVID. I believe you were in college for approximately 19 years. How much did that experience get you ready for showing up here and being in a professional football program?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff I went through. I went through obviously a lot of coaching changes and stuff like that, but just learning different adversities I had to go through. I had a lot of injuries that I had to overcome and rehab by, but there's a lot of stuff and a lot of great people I got to meet that helped kind of connections that I have in here. Obviously we're Illini guys. Our offensive line coach, unbelievable coach, but sadly he went to Northwestern.
Dead to us.
So I'm curious, where would you rank the intensity of your coaches? Lovey seems like the most laid back, but now you've had Peyton, you've had Bielema. Bielema comes off as a little intense. Rank him for us.
I mean, it's tough to rank. I mean, Coach Payne, he'll let you know straight to your face. I mean, he's there. Lovey was obviously a fantastic coach, but very laid back, just kind of saying things, do your job, and then Bielema just, he'll let you know also. He's like, hey, take care of your shit. But no, they were all honestly fantastic. They were all straight and truthful. They'll let you know, hey, when it's good, it's good, and when it's bad, they'll let you know it's bad.
So in year 3 now in the NFL, and you've really moved into this kind of swing tackle role. Tell me about what you've learned about doing that job, about being prepared, about getting ready during the week, because you could be on either side of the offense, or even just staying ready on game day. You're always a play away. What have you learned about how to master the job of being an NFL swing tackle?
Yeah, there's obviously a lot that goes into it, but just the guys ahead of us. That's honestly the biggest thing, being able to pick their brains. We have so much depth, experience, and just smart guys in our offensive line. Obviously, it starts with our coach and street from Chris Morgan, but it's unbelievable. I always around Quinn and Mike every single day, being able to, I get to pick the brain of the first team All-Pro, and then they get a top 10 pick who has done it at a high level for 8 years. It's unbelievable. As well as Garrett Bolt's done it for 9 years at a high level. So anytime I'm out here, I have any single question. Those guys help out so much, and it's helped me grow tremendously in these last 3 years, because I know whenever I have a problem, these guys are always helping me out, helping me get better.
So we know quite a few offensive linemen, and one guy told me, one of the pros told me, they wouldn't necessarily teach your technique, kind of like Philip Rivers throwing the football, but you're always getting it done, you're always handling it. How would you describe your style? Are you a scrapper, or are you?
Big thing I gotta learn is you are who you are. I know I'm not a great athlete. So I know, obviously I love being physical, and I like starting the fight early. So I know, okay, I have to use that to my strengths every single time I play, and just knowing who I am as a player and using that to my advantage.
You talked about Bowles, McGlinchey, Miners before. You talked about your coaches, but who's maybe a guy on this team who's not an offensive lineman that you feel like you learn from day in, day out?
There's a lot of guys. Obviously on both sides of the ball, defense is loaded. An easy one is Palczewski. Just the way that he goes about his business, taking care of his body, just getting ready for game day. I I love being around him, just being able to learn from him. Another guy, just how he goes about his business is John Cooper. I mean, like every single time if I'm going against him, I got to make sure my chin straps buckled, everything, because I know he's bringing it every single time. It's something that I like. I want to emulate, because I know I want to be seen like that every single time. If someone goes against me, I want to be seen the same way. And just being able to be around those guys and learn from them, it's fantastic.
Can you give us some insight into Nick Bonito? I mean, the guys, I was here for Von Miller, so was Nate. That was the fastest first step I've ever seen. Nick doesn't feel like he's far off.
No, he's an unbelievable fast rusher. Like how do I say this? I mean, when you line up against him, it's obviously a very it's a big mental thing, because you know, all right, this is the moment he wants. You know, this is what he's good at. So he's obviously very good at what he does. It's always a fun time going against him.
You guys had a couple false starts or whatever today. What keys some of those? Is it simply just like you said, thinking about the guy you're going against? Do you hear a false sound ever that adds that? Is it a different quarterback?
It's just stuff that we're putting in, growing pains, and it's good that it's happening now and not later on in the season.
Our guest is Alex Palczewski. Alex, it's time for the obligatory Bo Nix question here. What have you noticed from Bo in year 2? Steps forward that he has made. Does it feel different having Bo Nix really running the show this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's really special, just saying how much he just loves football. Every single time I'm around him, he's always just. I saw him quizzing the wide receiver today when he walked into the building, just kind of asking a little question. But the ownership that he takes about his offense and just actually figuring out what he likes, what he doesn't like. I remember early in OTAs when we just reported, we were going over some stuff during a specific situation. He was already locked in, had everything down, signals, all that, and it's been really special. I'm excited to see how he's taking control of everything.
All right, what hot spot do you two share as the best place to go when you're in Illinois?
Well, see, the
game?
problem is the town is completely turned over.
Yeah.
So all of my bars, I don't think R&R's and the White Horse Inn are there anymore. So none of my spots are there anymore. But what did you like to do when you were out and about in Champaign?
I mean, obviously there's a lot of good food. Cactus Grill, that was my go-to.
Okay.
What were you eating? Tacos, burgers, what were you talking?
Everything. No, it was like Mexican food. It was
lineman,
usually,
everything.
Listen, they had daily specials. Our guy would take care of us. Mondays was chicken burrito. Thursdays was quesadilla. So we'd always have a specific day. But that was my big thing. What else? Everything. It's crazy. I went back there last year. Everything's changed so quick. What else did I love to go?
Did you drink beer out of milk jugs in the bars? Tony Pachos was an O-lineman when I was there, and that dude, he always had a gallon jug that he was pounding beer out of at cans. Did you ever do that?
I did not do the milk jug.
Okay.
I did not have that, but there was a fair share of different
Receptacles.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Ever a cowboy hat or a boot?
So that was always a fun time. But no, cams, I will say one of my favorite moments when they tore down old cams.
Right.
We got to send it out in style because that was a Wisconsin game where we had to walk off field goal with James McCourt.
Boom.
That was a great night. That last night, I don't remember.
Did you? By the way, when Pat Bryant showed up here, did you go fan out? Dude, remember the Rutgers play? Remember the Purdue game? Did you do that?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was a great time actually when the draft was on. I was watching. Our pick was coming up, and then I got a text. I guess I must have been behind the thing. They're yo, just exclamation marks. I was like, you shit. And so it's unbelievable to have another line out here. And so he's been doing a fantastic job, and I'm glad I get to be a team with him again.
Well done, sir. ILL?
I.
That's right. Alex Palczewski, big number 63 of the Denver Broncos with Kreckman and Lindahl. Alex, good stuff, dude.
I appreciate you guys having me, as always. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
That was great, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. Well,